Alright y'all, before we get into this tutorial, I'm just taking a moment to check out my baby girl's hair. We just gave it a trim a couple weeks ago, and I am so proud of how healthy it looks. It's shiny, it's growing, and we just doing something right. Okay, so let's get into it. First, I start by parting the hair in half and down the middle. Then I'm gonna braid that section down just to get it out of my way, and then I'm gonna head back to the front for a sec. Okay, so here I am just parting 4 rows on one side of that middle part. So that first half, I'm gonna part 4 rows straight to the back like this. And once I'm done with this side, I'm gonna go to the opposite side and do the exact same thing, part 4 rows to the back. If I want my parts to be smaller for my braids, I'm gonna do 5 rows on each side. So just keep that in mind, 4 to 5 rows depending on the size you want. I went back to the back of her head and I lined up each back row with the front row and sectioned it off. Right here, I'm just parting her first row into 3 braids. I did break that first row that I had y'all part from ear to ear into 2 rows. And now I'm just doing 3 braids. I am using like a medium-sized piece to feed into her braid and make it a medium-sized braid. So I'm basically building up the thickness that I want to make it look as natural as possible. At the beginning of the braid, I probably add in about 4 to 5 pieces, I believe. It just really depends on the thickness of my client's hair. As I'm braiding down, I am pulling her natural hair underneath the braiding hair so that I can tuck away her hair better. This is something that I'm still learning how to perfect, but I have been using it a lot more often so that it becomes natural and I just do it with no thought. I have learned along the way that tucking gives the braid a cleaner look and allows for them to last a lot longer, and we definitely need both because I don't plan to touch the mama's hair for a minute. I've got a 5-month-old baby and my hands are just full right now, for real. Just giving y'all a quick view of that first row that I split into 2. Did y'all notice that my clothes changed 3 times during this video? This is all the same day, but it was a very long day. Like I said, I have a 5-month-old baby and a 3-year-old toddler and an older son. Like, you know, they all be needing my attention. So it gets a little crazy in here, but it is what it is. We got it done. We're down to the last 2 braids. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but remember when you're adding in those pieces, no matter what side you choose, always add that piece in between your index finger and your thumb. This is my first time really recording, so please forgive me for how much I be in the way of the camera. And after a long day's work, we are finally finished. I'm just adding in some whipped cream, some sprays, oil. I will list everything down in the description that I used. I did end up using 3 packs of Easy Braid pre-stretched hair. I used color number 2 and number 4 because that's what we had on hand. And when it comes to my daughter's hair, as long as it's close, we gonna use it. We're just playing around with some styles, seeing which ones we like, giving y'all a couple ideas.